All right, what am I doing today? Well, you don't recognize this back here. This is my plain wall. And I'm getting comments that people do not like my gaudied up wall and my shelves and everything. So I took everything down. See? Everything down. And do you know how many holes are here now? Jamie will have a fit. So here's what you do so you don't get in trouble. I mixed up some plaster of Paris. You buy it at the hardware store. If you can't find it, ask them, where's your plaster of Paris? And it's like in a milk, well, it's not a jug. It's a carton that they used to put milk in. I don't know if they do anymore. So what I'm going to do is, in the shadow of the light, oh, it's still bad lighting. I'm going to turn this. Sorry. There. We could do the things. All right, so what you do is, what I'm going to do is plug all these holes up. Just with my finger, with plaster of Paris, and fill them in. In our rental, we have to do this. And when we're getting ready to rent it out again and paint, you got to fill in the holes. This is the correct way to do it, not wadding up toilet paper or using toothpaste. So, Jamie, every time I hammer on hole in the wall, he comes unglued. What are you doing? I'm like, hanging a picture. And he goes, you're just making holes in the wall. Well, I will fix it when I'm done, so I'm doing that. Now, what am I going to put up here next? I'm not probably going to do anything for a bit because I have to decide, what do I put up here? Do I buy one of those, you can buy on Temu, the backdrops, and I was looking at them, but they all look so stupid. Like a window in the back here, but nothing moves. So you don't want to get like a waterfall or a brook picture because that's fakey. So then I thought about just a color. Like they have these beautiful pink for a wedding backdrop. But then I'm thinking, I don't know. So maybe I'll just have a white wall. They have bookshelves, so it looks like I'm in a study. Well, why don't I just go over there to the study and film in there? Maybe I will. But summer's coming, so we're going to be filming outside a lot more. People are asking about the treehouse. Yes, we're still going to film, but it's still too muddy to get up there on the road. You make too big of ruts driving. The road's still melting. And so you make ruts in the road, and it's already bumpy enough. And Jamie lifts all the deck. There's a deck all the way around the treehouse. He lifts the boards up so that the snow load won't be. So we have to do that and before we can go up there. But don't you worry, we will, because we want to see. This is a horrible photography, I think. I am doing it. I'm leaving this big giant nail because it has a molly, and that's what I put my main things hanging. So I don't want to take it out. When I sell the house, I will. Will I ever sell? No, probably not. Why would I? Because I can't afford this one? No, because I have too many couches to move. And it would be too hard for me. And then I would, probably for the same price, get something less. The way prices are nowadays. So I'll just stay here. and it will be easier. Look at how I'm deep breathing. Like I'm putting out a lot of effort. This is it's fun. It's kind of even therapeutical to do this. And I got black marks on the wall. So what do you think? Should I just leave it blank, white wall behind me? I just always think I have to have something because everybody else does. But maybe you don't. There's some people who just have a wall. Okay, I think I got it all. Have some left over. I just used this lid from the bathroom. All right, so now we gotta wait for it to dry for a minute. I have a chair here. I put a chair here, so we'll talk for a minute while that dries. So, I have the paint. We always keep the touch-up paint. It says, and I have to label it because you think I'll remember. No, you don't. All the walls at Jamie's house, and this is the color. So, and the other thing I do is I always leave the paintbrush. Okay, I opened this. I always leave the paintbrush in the can. So then I don't have to wash the brush when I finish last, and I don't have to go find a brush. Oh no. Knew that would happen because I'm a slob. There was paint in the brush. Luckily, you know, I have my rags right here. My rags. I don't like this blouse much. And it wasn't really the paint that got on it, dripped. It was water. Because we always put a little water on top of the paint when we shut it up. We cannot put it in the garage for storage because it will freeze. So it was in the sunroom all winter. And when I start touching up, painting, I go around down the hallway, down the rails, wherever dirtiness, fingerprints and everything is, around the doors, and I touch up everything. So I might do that today too. I don't know. We'll just see. And what other, okay, the comments. I'm going to address some of the comments. I still get the same people who tell me, I'm interrupting Jamie when he's talking. Let him speak. I'm rude. You know, sometimes a partnership is better than one person. And he thinks we are all smart. So he doesn't address all the issues that I'm thinking of. So that's why I was asking him questions that maybe you guys would be asking, like, do you go plant those out? How long do you leave them in the greenhouse? He doesn't address every little stupid question like we ask. So I'm just helping him. But then a lady criticized me for it. Let him talk. So it's my channel. Remember that. I told him, get your own channel if you want to talk about some of this stuff. But he doesn't want to do that either. Okay, it's probably not dry, but I want to get this paintbrush with all this paint in it. And don't criticize how I'm painting. I am not a professional. I should be after I have this big house painting everything. Now, I'll have to address this too. I spilled on my painting. I do things that my mother would never do. I never even have to do. But I do it. Like this. My mother never had to do this. My mother never had to take out the garbage. She never even had to go get the mail. My dad did. And you'll see me out in the pond. I have to scrape it, power wash it and everything. So I have to help Jamie a lot, you know? It's my house too. And so I don't know if just one person could run this house. So it seems that plaster Paris dries fast. So we'll have a beautiful wall again. Jamie will not know. Now what about a color? Oh, I could paint it a color. No, I'm not going to. Because if I did a color, I would have to paint clear to the ceiling and do the cut in at the top. I already did my opposite wall as a color. So then I like to feather it in where I'm not going to paint, because I'm just painting this holes and stuff. So I kind of just like feather the paint, old paint in with the new paint. So it doesn't look like one whole square is painted. Feather it in. And that's what I do in all the rooms. I don't know why the wall got so dirty over here. I think it was just dragging the picture back and forth. I want to paint the nail the same color as the wall. Oops, there's 2 holes, I forgot. Okay, how's it looking? You can't even tell because it's in the shadow. I'm in the shadow of it. I'll move this over here. And then I'll move, I don't want to get paint on my chair. It's not a painting chair. Because it is, this was an old wash rag that got ripped up and gross. So it's my rag now. And if you watched me, I purged Jamie's closet, and then I showed him all the shirts I was getting rid of, and he's sad about some of them. I like that shirt. I said, it doesn't fit you. I did what I didn't want to do. Got paint on the chair. All right, this side will be better. Now, see the nail up there? I'm not going to take it down because that's the nail for my big family picture, which I don't know if I'm going to put up or not, because I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I just want to leave it blank for a while for those people who are minimalists. And I'll tell you, all this crap from Temu and collections and travels and all the stuff we get, I'm getting sick of it. So maybe I want just a plain wall, no pictures on it. And it would be more calming effect on me. So that's my idea, even though it's boring. Okay. I like it. It's much pretty. I wonder if this is gloss, semi-gloss. What is it? Satin. What is it? Interior paint. I know that. Semi-brilliant. Semi-brilliant. I'm going to get a chair to stand up there to get higher. But at my age, I have to get a chair that is dependable to stand on, not my little teeny ones. Because you know, if I fell, I have new hips. I don't want them to break. It'd be horrible. Have to do YouTube from the bed like crazy Mimi Yup. Hope she gets better and gets to be moving soon. Because I know what it's like. I had 2 hip surgeries. So I know what it's like being all laid up and wanting to be better, and you want to do stuff and you can't. Sucks. Okay. All right, that's good. I'll let it dry. Hopefully it will dry okay. But I'm going to keep my paint securely opened so I can touch up anymore if I need to. Don't worry, I'll finish the job. You notice how some people, they don't finish the jobs they start. You got to finish them or it's not even worth doing it. I got to go in the bathroom here and get my rag wet and wash my hands. And so, to the person who thought my wall was cluttery, now they can rest assured and look at it in a different way. And to those people who complain because I interrupt Jamie, that's how our marriage works. You know? At least I don't hit him with stuff, ever. I would never hit him. And at least I don't call him, stupid and an idiot and stuff. I don't put him down. Just trying to help him do a better video and touch on the points that he didn't bring up. So that's what I did if I said anything. And I will admit, I've had to listen to this man for 29 years. And sometimes he is boring. And you have questions when he says things. You can't tell me you didn't have questions when he was telling stuff. And so when you have to interrupt him to ask the question. And I think he interrupts me a lot too. So, there. All right, I got to scrub this paint off of this chair. So I think I'm going to take all of these pictures here. Might take them down too. So the wall will be free. But my daughter made me that bee, string art bee. And that's the diamond art I just did of Jamie and I because I love him and we're a couple. And then the picture of him alone is on the cruise, and it was such a good picture, and he looked so cute there. Although he would never put a picture of me by his bed. There's a picture over there of me that I'd put there, but he would never do it. He's not very romantic at all, but most men aren't. Like Jamie, he would never think of planning a trip. Like, I have to do all the planning. He would just stay here and pray to get his work done and doing his work. And that's why his health, heart attack, because he was always working hard. Oh, paint doesn't come out of this very good. That's sad. And then, what are some of the other comments that they saw my flag when I went around the house, and they saw my flag, and then they said, I'm unsubscribing from you because now I know what you really are. You're nice people, but now I know what you really are, so I'm unsubscribing because they saw my flag. Which, we all have our choices. We all can vote who we want to vote for and who we like and everything. And, right now, I don't really like how the world's going, the United States. And so, maybe she did. Maybe she likes everything that's going on. I don't know. But I wouldn't, if I know somebody who is the other party of what I believe in politically, I'm still going to be nice to them and still be their friend and everything. I'm not going to defriend them because of that. Silly. We all aren't clones that agree and all believe in the same thing. So, and I know there's lots of things I say that people don't agree with. And I hear people talking and I don't agree with them, but that's what they believe. So let them think that. And they have their right to think that. So, and unsubscribing from me, I don't know if she's trying to punish me or she's thinking she doesn't want to support me. That's probably what it is. Not going to support me. Oh, darn. Well, I'll be fine anyway. So, if you don't like me, that's fine. I've had lots of people not like me. So that's fine. And my mother taught me, sticks and stones will break your bones, but names will never hurt you. We grew up with that saying. But then the new people nowadays, they didn't grow up with that. And they don't think it. Because they are sad if you say anything, the wrong word. I've gotten so trouble. Native American, or is it, or African American, or is it Native first people who were here? I said that to Jamie, and he goes, they weren't the first people that were here. The Nordics, and then he goes naming everybody was the first people who was here. I said, I don't know. So I get things wrong. I didn't go to college. Remember that? I just raised kids. My family was most important. I sewed to make a living, making draperies, working at the cleaners. And I didn't have time to, you know, study, I guess, do stuff. I was worrying about what was for dinner. So anyway, can you tell I'm kind of down today? No, I'm not. Not at all. I got goals to do and things to do and things to finish, so I'm doing it. I'm waiting for the paint to dry. And it's a sunny day, but it's cold out. But I do need to go out and do a few outside things. And I'm going to touch up the paint now that I have my paint can open. I'm going to touch up paint down the hallway and around the light switches and anywhere. I just have go around anywhere I see dark spots, fingerprints, whatever. I don't wash it. I just paint over it. That's probably wrong. You should probably go wash all your walls, but I get the cobwebs off and then I do it. But you know how you'd have a dark wall, you paint a dark wall, or you go to somebody's house and they've painted a dark wall, but it's scuffed. That's my pet peeve. So usually, I don't with this paint because I use it a lot, but like my burgundy paint, I put the paint in a little jar and then I have it hid somewhere in the bathroom or somewhere so that I can touch up the dark paint so it white won't show through. And then I don't have to open up the big old can. I have my touch-up bottles. So do that. Not ketchup bottles, touch-up bottles. And so I'm going to clean all of this, declutter it all. And then we'll see what comments I get. Like, oh, you need to put something on that back wall. It's too plain. I thought about painting it black, getting black wallpaper or something. Then I wouldn't have to fix my hair because it would blend right into the black wall. Wouldn't matter what my hair looked like. But I'm not going to because Jamie would have a fit if I did that. All right, so this is what I'm doing today. And Jamie made a big pot of chicken stew. And I mean big pot. We ate it for 2 days, so we're having that tonight, so I don't have to worry about dinner tonight. And he is good like that. He will cook dinner once in a while for me. And, oh, most of the time he does fry up his pork chops and stuff. And then he's a helper boy. But if he's too busy, he doesn't cook because he's out in the yard too much. I don't know what he's doing today. He had a list, too. A list. Okay, bye.